Hi everyone, welcome back to Tech Booth. Today we are looking at how to capture the best sound for your video. I'm going to be using the Canon EOS R to demonstrate all this, but it works with any camera that has audio capturing capability. If you are in the market for a new camera and you're going to be doing a lot of interviews or anything that involves audio, make sure that whatever camera you're going to get has an audio input, so mic in, and also has a place for a headphone jack, because it's very important that you monitor your audio when you're recording. The first option that you have, obviously, for capturing audio is the inbuilt mic on your camera. If you can avoid it, don't use the mic on the camera. It's not very good quality. And this is what it sounds like in this room when I'm just using the internal microphone. Your next option is to get a lavalier mic like this one. Now this mic will just plug in directly into your camera on the side in the mic in, but you're still using the camera preamplifier to process the audio. And so this is what the audio sounds like when I connect the lavalier mic directly to the camera. Now one thing, if you're going to go this route, is to remember that some of these microphones are specifically designed for use on the phone, and so they will have 3 black rings if you look closely. That's because the mic jack on your phone is designed to work both as a headphone jack and a mic jack. So you need those 3 connections. Now this might not work on your camera if it has the 3 connections. I tested this on the EOS R and it does not work. So you want one that has only 2 rings. So the same thing but only 2 rings, and that's designed to work with that kind of audio connection. Your next option for connecting directly to the camera is using something like this. This is a shotgun microphone. It is powered by a single AA battery. But if you are connecting it to an audio recorder, you can power it from the audio recorder because it requires phantom power. And then for you to connect it directly, you need 1/8 inch to XLR female adapter, and that goes in there, and this goes into your camera. You also need this microphone holder that has a cold shoe at the bottom, so it attaches to the top of your camera just like that, and then you place your shotgun microphone and connect it to the mic in on the side like so. And so that's the setup you end up having. And if you're going to be filming outside, you have to invest in something like this, and you put it on the end. And this is a popular setup with vloggers, because you can talk to the microphone, you can talk to camera and pick up really good sound that is directional. It doesn't pick up sound from the sides, it's mostly from the front, so you eliminate a lot of noise. You also get shorter shotgun microphones that are specifically designed to be mounted on your camera, and you don't need an adapter to connect to the end. They already have an 1/8 inch connection that you can connect to your camera. And this is what it sounds like when I have the shotgun microphone connected to this camera. Your third alternative is going the wireless lavalier way. And so you have a set that consists of a transmitter and a receiver, and you place the receiver on your camera, and you connect your receiver through the same mic jack to your camera, and your transmitter is the one that has the microphone. The big advantage about this is that you have now a lot of flexibility in terms of where people can be when you're doing your interview. And the other advantage is that your audio is now being processed by the unit itself, and what the camera gets is already processed, so you get much better quality depending on the brand that you have. Now with advancing technology, we have much smaller units that are compact and very effective. Your last option is using something like this. This is your Zoom H6. It's called a handy recorder or audio recorder. The huge advantage about using an audio recorder is that it is specifically designed for recording audio. And so you have much better quality and you have much better control of the settings in terms of levels and also the format that you're going to be using in that audio. You'll find the Zoom H6 really works well in podcast situations because it has 4 inputs that you can plug in professional grade microphones. As you can see, it has those XLR connections. Those are professional grade microphones for capturing high quality audio. There are 4 that come with the unit, as you can see, but this one is a removable capsule, and you can add 2 more inputs by buying an XLR capsule that goes on the end here. As it is, you have 4 professional grade, and you have 1 line in that you can also use as a mic in. There are several advantages to using the Zoom H6. One of them, as I've mentioned before, is that you have multiple inputs, so you can have a podcast where you have up to 6 guests, each with their own microphone. You not only have multiple inputs, but you have individual controls for those multiple inputs. So if you have someone who talks louder than another person, you can adjust and mix your audio to your preference. The second big advantage is that you now have the possibility of recording your audio onto the SD card as you are shooting your video. So you have a mixed version of your output going to your camera and being recorded on your card in your camera, but you also have individual tracks that you are recording on the Zoom H6. Having access to those individual tracks gives you a lot of flexibility because you can always go into editing software on your computer and further process your audio, mix it to your liking, and raise the quality of that audio that you're going to be using in your video. The other advantage of using the Zoom is that you can use a variety of professional grade microphones, from microphones that don't need to be powered, like the dynamic microphones, to microphones that require what is called phantom power for them to work, like the condenser studio microphones. The Zoom will be able to supply that power to those microphones. The process of using the Zoom H6 is quite simple. The first thing you want to do is, once you have your card in there, it's formatted, it's ready to go, you want to go into your settings and choose your audio settings. So once you've set the quality of your audio, you've connected your microphones, you connect your line out of the Zoom to your line in on your camera. The next step is to set your levels. So if you have a panel of people that are talking for a podcast, just set your levels as they are talking so that you get the best levels on the Zoom. What is recommended is to keep your levels between -6 and -12 decibels for each input. So once you've set your levels on your Zoom, you need to now go into your camera, and for this particular camera, it has an option for manual or automatic level control. I'd recommend that you use the manual level control and you set your levels to between -6 and -12. If you can afford it, have someone who is specifically tasked to monitoring your audio. And this is how this wireless mic sounds when connected and going through the Zoom. You could also use this off camera and capture your audio separately from the video and then sync the two later. Some cameras like the Lumix GH5 have proprietary audio interface units that you can use. That's the one I'm using right now to record this audio, and the unit connects to the camera via the hot shoe. The downside of a unit like that is that it's proprietary, so you can't use it on other cameras, whereas something like this is usable on any model of camera as long as you have the right cables to connect it. And there you are, the different levels of audio that you can use for your video, from the least quality to the highest quality of audio. See you next time on Tech Booth.